All right, we're going to talk about the biggest mistake people typically make when it comes to their fat loss journey, right? So, if you're eating less, training more, and the scale's still not moving, it's probably not because you're doing too little. It's probably because you're doing the one wrong thing. And almost everyone does this when they start their weight loss journey or when they start to try dieting, right? This is what stops your fat loss. I'm going to try to break down the most, what's it called? I'm building up an anticipation. I'm not even say that word right, but I'm leaving it in there. That way, like, we're going to get somewhere, right? And it's not that eating less is always the answer. The biggest issue is people push their calories lower without no like plan, structure, or anything behind it, right? You start a reasonable deficit, let's say anywhere between 300 to 500 calories. Your weight drops for a week or two, then progress slows. So you cut more, right? But lower calories, more cardio, less food, eventually your body's going to fight back, right? Because naturally, as people, we're always like lazy. Like a perfect example is we'll use me as an example because my video, my channel, whatever. Um, like there's days I don't want to work out, but it's important to like you got to train yourself to do things even when you don't want to, right? So simply put, your energy drops, your hunger goes up, your training quality goes down, your fat loss slows, even though you're eating less. At this point, you're not really even dieting. You're just trying to survive and go through the motions. And here's what no one explains, or most people don't really understand. Fat loss isn't just about your calories. It's about what your body adapts to. Basically, what I'm basically saying is, let's say your baseline is, let's just say 3,000. I like that number, 3,000, right? And you decide to cut from 2,400 to 2,700, right? And you do that for 2 weeks. After a while, your body's gonna get used to that. So what you would have to do is you can't cut from that indefinitely. Eventually, your body's gonna get accustomed to this weight. No, not this weight, this calories, and you're gonna have to decrease it. Meaning that what's it called? Even though like your calories are lower and your fat loss potential is lower, eventually people will end up saying, "I'm barely eating, but nothing's happening." But this is what's happening, right? Your body gets used to this baseline. So you also gradually have to decrease it again. I'm not saying you have to like make it something crazy. Like something as small as like 200 or 300 calories can make or break what you really do. So I'm gonna break this down into smaller points, right? Where I'm basically saying there's three categories. It holds your calories steadier. Give your body some time to like get used to it before you just start panicking. Prioritize your strength training. Like if your lifts are crashing, fat loss normally follows. Also, use strategic adjustments. Like don't use emotional ones. Like small calorie changes, not necessarily more cardio. Plan refeeds or maintenances. A perfect example for me is I like to do a refeed every 2 weeks. I like to just give myself an extra 300, 500 calories. That way, like my body doesn't get used to like me having like a certain baseline of food. Because once that happens, it's low calories means less energy, less movement without even know. Like you just end up being lazier without even purposely being it. Like you might just like a perfect example is like instead of you like let's say on average you do anywhere between 10,000 steps. You might end up doing like 6 to 8 or something even less without even noticing. Your workouts are going to be worse. Your stress is going to go higher, and your hunger is going to be a lot more. So that's why it's important. Like everything's a process. Like to be completely honest with you guys, like you can't just do something slowly, and you gotta let your body get used to doing things, right? So, long story short, what I basically want, I'm trying to like push to you guys is, if you're constantly hungry, tired, exhausted, you feel like nothing's working, the issue isn't your effort. It's the fact that you're pushing your diet harder than what your body can sustain, right? So essentially, if you just try to do the smaller things I mentioned in this video, you're gonna see that like it's a massive thing, like long term, and it's not necessarily something where it's like, oh, I do this, that creates, I do this, I do A to end up getting B. No, it's more of a case of like you gotta gradually like change things in order to see like a massive difference. But anyway, I hope this helps. If you guys have any questions or concerns, let me know. Drop if this helped you guys or like get closer to like what you're trying to accomplish. Because if you're still hungry on your diet, those are like a couple tips that helped me personally when I was doing it. But yeah, thanks for watching. All right, Future George here. It's a new year, so I want to make content that you guys want to see. So if you wanted to see me do more voiceovers in the gym, you want more like day in the life of like what I eat, or you guys just want recommendations on videos, or if there's anything like you want me to like talk about in specific, let me leave a comment down below. So I don't just bore you guys with what I want to do. Like, oh, this is like, I want to see it's a partnership. So what I want is also what you guys should want. So like, let me know what you'd want down below. I'll definitely try to make more videos on that. But thank you for sticking by with me. I know I've been inconsistent, not on purpose, but I know I have been inconsistent. So I appreciate you guys for watching this far in the video. If you feel like this was beneficial and you feel like this is helping you achieve your goals day by day.